You left 2 beer bottles at the fire.
Oh, I did? Some guy said he was going to pick them up last
Yeah,
night.
I remember somebody saying that. I don't remember who it was.
I'm Phyllis. I live in my van.
Right. Where's Buddy? Buddy!
He's right here.
Oh, sorry, but he goes right where I can't see him.
Yeah.
It's all right, Ricky. He's right there.
It's okay, honey.
Oh, this is my friend Vince.
Are we running?
Yeah, we've been running.
Oh, jeez.
This is the 2024 Phyllis Finds Freedom meetup. This is me and Vince. This is the whole meetup. He's the only person who came.
No, not quite.
Well, Kathy, she wasn't here for the meetup. She's a friend of mine.
Oh.
And the other lady, I just met here.
Well, she was
so
kind
now
of...
you're the only person who came to my meetup. So no more meetups, y'all. Y'all acted like you're scared to go to courtside by yourself.
You know, probably most of your viewers are just busy doing really extraordinary things and they couldn't break away.
Well.
Maybe next month.
No more meetups. It's embarrassing to have a party and no one comes. I had a party and no one came.
Oh. Well, I'm here, Phyllis.
But Vince is pretty awesome. So Vince is one of my viewers. He says he's a viewer, but he's not a subscriber, and he can't remember any of my videos in particular.
I have a bad memory. Well, I remember your you got swamped video. Swatted, yeah.
Swamped.
And then I remember your you got thrown out of a caravan or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't watch the end of that. I don't know why you got thrown out.
I don't either.
It was too sad. I didn't want to watch it.
I don't either.
I turned it off.
I went into town, I came back, they'd moved, and I just happened to see them, and they're like, get out of here.
And I knew you were in Magnolia Beach, and I wanted to go there. I want to go there now.
Oh, I had 0 people come to that meetup.
Oh, geez.
Actually, a local came over. He was one of my viewers, was a guy who lived right there in Magnolia Beach, and I hung out with him for a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, so another meetup where no one.
Huh.
My second party where nobody came, so no more parties, y'all.
Well, my biggest advice would be don't take it personal. Maybe all your viewers had babies born and their houses burned down and a snow flood came in.
What a horrible thought. Is that supposed to be comforting to me?
Well,
oh, all these people had disasters in their lives. How
or they got promoted and they've been on a vacation somewhere.
Man, maybe we should be sitting the other way. Look at that pink sky.
I think it is.
We had our first bug sighting.
That is one wonderful thing about being around here. There's no
flies, no mosquitoes.
At Imperial Dam, it's pretty...
Buddy's being overly protective of me for some reason from Vince's dog, who, by the way, is very, very sweet.
But he weighs 100 pounds.
He's quite a big fella. But Buddy's just being weird, and he gets a little bit weirder in the evenings.
Yeah.
When the sun starts to go down, he starts to get nervous. He's scared of the dark.
He's a good boy.
So I was saying, this is my friend Vince. Vince lives in a van. How long have you been living in a van?
Full-time for 2 years, part-time for 4 years. So I bought the van November of 20, and we hit the road December of 21. I went out for 3 months, came back, adopted Ricky, did some work on the van, then we hit the road for 3 months, and I still had sticks and bricks.
Yeah.
So I was leaving for 3 months, coming back for 3 months.
Yeah, a lot of people start off part-time. What made you decide to try this out?
Well, you know, frankly, I knew all about camping from, like 50 years ago, but I just never did it. In fact, my father had like a little campground behind a pizza place I had. And we had guys with vans. In fact, I knew a guy who did
You had a campground, you weren't a camper?
Yeah, no, I had a pizza shop, and I ran the pizza shop. My father had a campground behind it.
Oh, wow.
Just 9 spots. And one of our monthly campers, George, he had like a 1970 Econoline that he completely redid into a camper. I mean, I saw it with my eyes.
Yeah.
But it still never hit me I should do it.
Yeah.
And then in about 2015, my youngest daughter started talking about, and she lives in Colorado, she started talking about starting a van conversion business and minimalistic living and small living. And then I started looking at it again. I said, shit. Not a bad idea. And I kept looking and looking, then I decided in like 2019, I think, to get a van. And then it took me about a year to find one, because that's when it was crazy.
Yeah, during COVID, any kind of van, even like old RVs were going for a lot of money.
Oh man, I feel sorry for people who bought them.
I know. So what did you think about when you went on your first part-time trip?
It's
How
tough.
was it?
Van life is tough. Don't believe anything, and if anybody tells you it's easy as pie and it's the greatest thing on earth,
Well, it
it's
can
tough.
be the greatest thing on earth, but not necessarily easy.
Yeah. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah, a lot of channels, they show it like everything's all wonderful and you're always in front of a beach or a mountain.
If you're a real organized person, it makes it a lot easier being in a van. And if you have to put everything away when you're done using it.
Right.
You use it, you put it away. If you leave it out and then you do something else and then you get accumulation of shit.
Right.
And you can't move in your van and you're knocking stuff over.
That is a good point. You have to straighten up all the time. You can't leave just stuff out.
Can't do it.
Or you'll be tripping and you won't be able to find anything because everything's out on the floor, on the counter, and right?
I've been looking for my hairbrush 10 times a day for a week. I never put it in the same spot. I yell at Ricky, "What'd you do with my hairbrush?" And stuff like that. You know, you have to be organized and put everything away at the right spot, at the same spot, or else you're like me. I'm looking for shit all the time. Drives me nuts.
What made you decide to finally go full time?
Two things. Number one, I wanted to, I grew up like in management and sales, and I traveled quite a bit. But you know what we used to do? We fly into a city, work for a week, and fly out. Even on vacations, fly into a big city, hang around downtown, do all the bars, all the places to visit, and then fly out. I knew nothing about the country.
Right.
And that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to drive the country or visit the country, not the cities, the back roads, for example, so to speak.
Yeah.
Let's
Becoming
see.
full-time.
I wanted to travel the country, in a vehicle and do the back roads and not do the big cities, because I always did big cities, and then hang around the bars and, all the sites.
That's your sightseeing is bars.
Pardon me?
Your sightseeing is bars.
And then it was getting so expensive to live in a house. It was costing me all my retirement, plus I had to go into savings to live in a house every month. And I lived in a nice place. I lived on a 30-acre soybean farm.
Wow.
And Ricky and I, we had a little house. We'd go for walks around. The whole farm was 5 miles.
Wow.
So if it was dry, we could do a 5-mile hike.
And this is Ohio?
Yeah. And, but, that's what we did. It got boring as shit. I had no money to do anything else.
Yeah.
And I thought, I just didn't like it anymore.
You're like living for your house instead of for you.
Yeah, it wasn't worth it.
Yeah.
So I got rid of all that and packed up Ricky, and we hit the road. And Ricky seems to enjoy it. He likes smelling stuff.
Dogs love being nomads, and people's like, well, you're in a little van, but they're happy. And are we inside our vans right now? No, we're outside. The dogs spend most of their time outside.
With good weather, we're outside.
But I think nomad dogs are lucky dogs.
Yeah.
So would you do it any differently now? Do you think you made the right decision?
Yeah, there are a lot of things I'd do differently though. I would have found a larger vehicle, I think.
Go ahead and tell them what you have.
I have a 2001 Chevy Express high-top van. It's like a 1500 van with a 5.0 motor. That'd be a 305 in centimeters. So it's kind of a small van, perfect for one person. One person and a dog. With a big dog, it's kind of tight.
Yeah, you've got a whole other person in there. I don't think I weigh a whole lot more than Ricky does.
And the other thing is power. And I'm a big power user. In fact, when I set up my van, I said, everything I have in a house, I want in my van. So if I want a cup of coffee, I want to push a button to get a cup of coffee.
You want electric.
Yeah, I need power. If I want to get up at 3 in the morning and play my stereo and blah, 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 I want to be able to do it, have a refrigerator, freezer. And so I started off with 2 weeks of power. Not enough solar, not enough battery power. And then when you change that over the past 2 years, it really costs a lot of money to change shit. And in fact, I'm still not satisfied. I got to change again. I probably have to spend maybe another $700. Then I think I'll be happy. I'll be able to do anything I want.
With your power?
Yeah, I'm going to move to 24 volts.
Oh, that's right.
That's why I'm going to change it.
It's supposed to be more efficient, but...
It's supposed to be.
Yeah.
But I have to get a 24 volt inverter.
Yeah.
And I have to buy a 24 volt changer that changes the juice to 12 volts because I still have 12 volt lights.
Right.
I have a 12 volt refrigerator, and other 12-volt stuff. So I got to buy that charger or that changer and then a new 24-volt inverter. And then it's real easy to do.
Is it?
Yeah, I'll be able to do it.
Well, I don't have the knowledge to do that, but I'm impressed. I mean,
I've been
I think it'd be
I've been
cool.
handy my whole life. I've
Have
done
you?
so many things, from paramedic, business owner, writer. I used to write technical manuals, part-time musician. I've done all kinds of shit. Worked for all kinds of companies.
Well, I hope at the end of this video you'll let me play
Oh, my song?
your song. Vince wrote this awesome song about going to Ehrenberg, and it's really, the lyrics are really fun. It's really cute. I hope, do I have permission to
Yeah.
play that at the end of this video?
Yeah.
It's so fun, y'all. You're gonna love it.
It's a song about a gathering coming up. How do you pronounce the new group? Tri-Bohem.
Boheme.
Boheme.
Yeah.
Tri-Bohem is having a gathering. I know one of the gals putting it together, so I told her, she asked me to sing the song because I let her hear the song. She goes, well, you sing it.
It's really cute. You'll like it.
But yeah, play it. Just don't laugh at me. I'll lose all my confidence.
Well, maybe you'll let us look at your van tomorrow.
Yeah.
We won't do it right now because it's getting dark.
You can film me take a shower. I'll take a shower right
Sure,
over
we
there
can
tomorrow.
do that. We won't get monetized on this video.
Well,
but-
I have a tent.
Oh, you're going to be discreet.
Oh,
I
well-
thought you were going to be
Well, all
naked.
these people around you want me to shower naked. Jeez.
I didn't suggest it. You did. Don't act like it was my idea.
What I mean-
That's cool.
So that reminds me about van life. So you need power, you need water. And in my opinion, I have a 25-gallon water tank. That's not enough. In fact, I think I can fit up to about a 70-gallon water tank. I'm going to do that.
70.
Yeah.
Where are you going to put it?
I got room under my bed.
No, but that color, you can't really.
There are mosquitoes out. Another one just flew by.
Vince is deaf, so he's not ignoring me. He just can't hear me. There's Vince. Buddy's inside because he was getting nervous. And there's Ricky. Say hi, Ricky. Say hi, Ricky. My viewers love cute dogs. Yes, they do. Say hi. This is Vince's van.
Hi.
It's an oldie but a beauty, right, Vince?
Yeah.
Has it done you right?
Thanks for coming by. Yeah, it's a 2001 Chevy Express.
Can we take a look at the inside?
100,000 miles. I have no regrets. Come on in. All right,
Right.
Ricky, jump in. Go on, honey. Come on.
So I think you said yesterday it was good for one person, this size van.
I think so. In my opinion, especially,
Yeah.
two people would be tough.
Two people would be tough. So there's, the cab, and you're using it for storage right now, which is smart, because if you're not using the space during the day, you're not driving, you just put some stuff there.
That's a great spot to, throw all the stuff I don't use continually.
Right. And then tell us about this area over here.
So this is I bought this at IKEA for about 185 bucks or so, and it's got 3 drawers and 2 cabinets.
Buddy!
It's got 3 drawers, 2 cabinets, and I use one for my electrical setup.
Oh, nice.
That's where my charge controller is. It looks pretty messy, but it's good connections, though.
Right. As long as it works.
As long as it works, there you go. And then these I have pots and pans and that kind of stuff.
Right.
And then that Ricky's dog food and other junk.
And the countertop.
And the countertop, one kind of innovative thing I have, which I copied from a Bob Wells video, is this. So the IKEA countertop is right here.
Okay.
So then I put another one on top of the IKEA countertop. I blocked it up about 3/4 of an inch. Then I made this. So this is like, this comes right out.
And what is that?
It's kind of like one of those.
A table?
Yeah, that kind of moves around.
Like a lagoon, almost like you made your own lagoon table.
Kinda, yeah. And so I can sit on either side.
Yeah.
And it also stretches here. And this makes a little countertop. In fact, this is where Ricky eats his dinner. He doesn't eat outside anymore. And
Wait, Ricky eats his dinner.
Yeah, right here.
On where does he?
He stands in bed.
He stands in the bed.
And I put his bowls.
Okay.
Right here.
Ricky's like 100-pound.
100-pound.
Pit bull, so American bully.
American bulldog.
So, wow. Like
And,
I couldn't reach it from there, but he can.
Yeah, he stands up right here. Well, I would be on the other side.
Yeah.
And this would be pulled up to here.
But that's a really great idea, just to make a little space, and then you've got a table that you can pull out and use in different places. That's an ingenious idea.
And I only raised it up like a couple inches, so it's not a big deal.
Right. It doesn't really interfere with your living.
And I can lay my laptop on it.
Yeah.
And I could sit here. I have a chair that I bring in here.
You can sit where I'm sitting and eat dinner. Or...
And I have a Kindle, and then also it's a practice pad. Because I practice my rudiments.
Oh, yeah, you drum. Oh, you drum right on that board?
Yeah, it's like a practice pad. And then I can play the services in the van.
That's awesome.
And then my piano fits on it, too. I just stretch this across here. I have a little electric piano, and it fits about right here.
Nice.
I got electricity, so, so that's the kind of stuff I do. We hike around, and we mess around with music.
Right.
And read a little bit.
And talk to random weird people like me.
Yeah.
And up here, you've got like a shelf going on. How'd you attach that shelf?
So this up here?
Yeah.
So this is actually, this was a converted van. It had all the padding up there and walnut.
Like an old conversion van.
Yeah, and I ripped it all out like an idiot, but these are just baskets I found because I'm not skilled enough to make cabinets to fit on this kind of slope.
Curved.
So I just use these baskets, and this is my coffee basket, and this is my spare battery basket, and these are
how did you attach them to the wall?
And I screwed. These are about 12 by 6 foot pieces of I think it's called 1/4 inch, kind of like plywood, a real super thin plywood, and I glued carpet on. And I use a couple of small screws, and I just poke it into the fiberglass.
Nice. Oh, you weren't worried about poking through the fiberglass?
Nah, who knows? I could drop dead tomorrow, and if I have a few holes in my van, I really don't care.
But I love that you can just covered wood with carpet.
Yeah, I could have done a better job, but frankly, I bought this at 69 years old, and 2 months I ran out of gas.
Yeah.
I couldn't do any more.
Yeah, you were saying the other night you were sorry you'd ripped out what was there before.
Yeah. So I wasted all that time. That took like half my energy doing that.
Right.
And the other half I got this far. And so I use the baskets to store stuff. And I have this as my junk drawer. And then I have baskets on this side also that have, toothbrush station, a bread station. This is like peroxide alcohol, cream.
First aid.
Bear, mosquito stuff, garbage bags, cleaning stuff.
You actually got a lot of storage right there, like hanging on the walls.
Yeah. Then if you look down here underneath, I use the plastic bins under the bed.
Right.
And I have...
You got to take advantage of that space.
Yeah. So I think I'm
down to... can't have your bed on the floor, or otherwise you lose all that storage space.
Well, yeah, I thought about doing a single bed. And then I thought, well, I won't have any room to store my bins. I'll be stepping over them.
Right. Plus, you've got a Sir Ricky right here.
Yeah.
Who needs a lot of bed space. Right, Ricky?
Yeah. Please, anybody feel free to ask me questions. What it's like traveling around with a 100-pound dog and sharing a bed in a van.
Comment. He will answer you. So the sink right here.
And so this is a small laundry tub.
It looks like a mop sink.
So when I set the van up, I wanted all the conveniences of home, from coffee machine, refrigerator, freezer. I want a big sink so I can stick my head in it, splash around. Plus, it's big. It's a storage container when I'm driving.
Yeah, it's how deep would you say that was?
Like probably about 16 inches.
Yeah,
foot 14 inches.
Yeah.
And it's about, like 20 inches long and about 18 inches wide.
So you can do all your dishes, put all your pots in there,
Wash
and
my
then
hair in
also
it.
bathe. Yeah.
And then when we're traveling, Ricky's stuff goes in there.
Right.
And
It's a big old receptacle.
So sometimes I think about getting rid of it and, building a sink in here. But,
Right.
And then this would be a space where I could have like a chair or
Right.
a nice cushion thing to sit on. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm going to hold on to this for another year maybe.
Well, but this is working for you now, right?
Yeah.
And that's the thing is, if something isn't working for you on the road, you change it.
That's what I do.
Right.
That's what I do.
And then you've got, is that a full-size bed? Like a double bed?
That's a full size, and it's trimmed a pinch to fit in there.
Right.
So it's a pinch smaller than, actually, a regular
The length
bed.
or the width?
Both.
Both. Okay.
I trimmed it a pinch.
But it looks really close.
And we fit. Actually, it's better for me to sleep on the other side because he stretches out, or he doesn't stretch out as much when he's
Yes, that's right,
here.
folks. That giant dog sleeps with Vince every night.
And he's dirty, too.
Well, we love our dogs, don't we?
Oh, he's the best thing that ever happened to me, this boy.
Yeah.
Of course, my children, notwithstanding.
But now.
Yeah.
For now.
Yeah.
Same thing with me and my buddy.
Then I used to have tile on the floor, but I screwed that up moving this, so I got to redo the floor.
You know what? But like my van, everything's a work in progress.
I might put a rug down, I don't know. And then that's something I could shake out.
Right.
Then look above you, come out here and then look above you. Yeah, grab on to something.
I got it. I'm good.
And that's my dresser.
Oh yeah, you got a lot of storage over the cab.
So this is my towels and, bath type stuff. These are my man panties and socks.
Your man panties.
And those are my shirts, t-shirts mainly.
Yeah.
And then behind
You got a lot of
all-
storage up there.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's like a full dresser.
Yeah.
And then behind it, that's where I have some like old Dockers and dress clothes that are.
Yeah, and don't these plastic bins work so great because they're so lightweight?
Yeah.
And they're cheap.
Cheap, really cheap, yeah.
And you know what? I'd love a beautiful wooden dresser, but
Yeah.
wood's heavy, so these
And
are.
you just pull them out.
Yeah, you just pull them out.
And they're light enough
That's
where
great.
I can take them out and hold them. Of course.
Well, how about we take a look at your solar?
Okay, let's
Okay,
see.
you're on.
So that's an 80-quart fridge freezer. The first half is an actual freezer, and then the other half is the regular refrigerator. 80 quarts sounds really huge, and it is, but
It
not
is.
when it's split in half, though.
Yeah, but for a van, that's a big expenditure of space and power.
But if you look, you notice I have about another 8 inches. I'm getting something bigger because I need a bigger refrigerator.
No, you don't. Oh my gosh, you're so silly. But I will say, I saw you eat an ice cream bar last night, which is something I can't have because I don't have a freezer.
But it's-
So kudos to you.
So far, it's working well.
Let's see how you power all this stuff.
All right. And one thing I'll mention about the fridge, that takes about 70 watts per hour. Runs 24/7, so it takes some juice.
Well, that's a lot.
So if you look over here, this is my inverter. We'll start here since we're
Okay.
sitting here. So this is a 2,000 watt Renogy inverter. I had a smaller one, a cheaper one that fit in my cabinet, but it broke after like about a year.
Yeah.
And boy, I'll say this a million times, buy the better equipment.
Right.
Amazon sells a lot of cheap junk.
But Renogy's a good brand.
Yeah, I think so. Halfway decent.
Yeah.
They're big and they back it up. There's a lot of complaints about it, but I haven't had any problems.
And there's stuff like a refrigerator, you can just like take it out, put it back in, but inverter, you don't want to mess with,
I don't.
putting it in, connect to the wiring, making everything work. So you want good supplies for that, for sure.
And then also in this cabinet, I use a 60 amp charge controller.
Okay.
And that's right in the cabinet right there.
Oh, here. Oh,
Yeah.
that's right.
That's a 60 amp charge controller.
Nice.
Then underneath the bed, I have two 280 amp LifePo batteries. Lithium batteries.
280 amp?
Yeah, two 280s, so I have
Okay.
560.
All right.
And I'm in a problem right now.
Mine are 100 amp.
100 amp, two of them?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so the problem I'm having now is I need more solar. In the winter, you're lucky to get 30 to 40%. Right now, actually, there's been a change. All November and December, I was getting about 35%. Starting in January, I'm up to like 45%.
But
So
some people would reduce their power needs, but you just want to up your power.
Well, the one
So
thing.
I get it. But let's go outside and have a look at your...
All right. I know you want to eat. You can wait a few minutes.
So I don't know how it's going to work. It's really windy out here. So we're just going to do a little pan out and we'll go back inside and talk about what we're looking at here. I'm going to have to, I mean, it's so windy.
Yeah, you hang on.
So I tried to record outside without my little lapel mics and it was so windy. So would you mind telling us about your solar?
Mm-hmm. So outside, what you saw, or what you're going to see on the video, is the portable panels that are in a row. There's 4 of them. That's 200 watts. And then the individual white panels, those are 130 each. So that's 460 watts of solar panels I have on the ground. Then on the roof, I have 210 panels. But, you know, they're not mounted correctly.
But still, that's a whole lot. What's your total?
It's about like 860. But
by the way, I have about 240. I have 240 watts of solar on my roof, and you've got 800 something.
My refrigerator and my what's it called, Starlink, uses almost 200 watts an hour. That's a lot of juice.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you've got tons of solar.
Yeah, but the trouble is, in the summer it's fine. I can use everything I have and be recharged in 3 hours to 100%. But in the winter it doesn't happen.
Right.
That's why, in my opinion, you need a ton of solar just for the winter months. November and December absolutely suck. Then it starts getting better in January.
Yeah. Or you can reduce your needs.
Or
you don't have to have devices that require so much energy. I'm just saying.
And I guess that shows a difference of opinion, and I think it's based mainly on age. I'm at the point where I'm not giving up anything because where you got another 30 years to live, yeah, you got to watch that kind of shit.
No, but it's also for ease.
Yeah, no, I want my power. I'm not getting...
And you got your power.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for letting us see your van.
Oh, you're very welcome.
It's really awesome.
Glad you came over. Hope everybody enjoyed it.
I'm sure they will. Say bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Good boy, Ricky. On our way to Ehrenberg, the van is loaded, we have plenty of herd. Ricky is excited to see all his friends. He'll want the gathering to never end. 2001 Chevy Express, too many miles, I have no regrets. Oil change and tires, that's all she takes. And she keeps driving us all over the place. On our way to Ehrenberg, no caravan, I'll go solo. With Ricky in the back, I have no fear. 100 pounds of Ricky will bring you to tears. 2 years and counting, we've been on the road, still honoring the nomad code. I'll fire up my music 'cause I can't hear a thing. I'll be sure to park far away from the ring. On our way to Ehrenberg, Kelly has it organized from what I've heard. Music and dancing, yoga and food, massages and movies will all feel good. Fires and drum beats, breakfast, boogie and heights. Be a good idea to bring your bikes. Lost your soul, they have that covered too. Sound bath and fudge, howl at the moon. On our way to Ehrenberg, on our way to Ehrenberg. Come on, let's sing it. To Ehrenberg, on our way to Ehrenberg. You are invited.
and join us